I am great. I'm here at the Web 2.0 Expo. I'm having a great time.
Oh yeah. What is your name and what do you do?
Great. My name is Matt Lewis. I'm a Code for America fellow out of San Francisco. And
so can you tell us what is Code of America?
yeah, sure. Code for America is a brand new startup nonprofit based in San Francisco. And basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to take people who are technologists, web developers, web designers, who have worked in private industry in America, and ask them to give a year of service, basically to give back to America. And so what we do is we try to use their talents and their skills to work with city governments in the United States to improve the way that they use technology and try to make government more open, more efficient, more participatory.
Wow, sounds great.
Yeah.
And why do you come up with this idea and what to help the government in America to do a better job?
Sure. Well, I think the idea came from this. When the idea came originally from our founder, Jennifer Palka, and we noticed that, she noticed basically that there was, in this area especially, there's a lot of technological use in the industry, and there's a lot of efficiency coming from that, but that the government space in America hasn't been using technology in the same way that industry has, and that there's a lot of opportunity to take what we know and the way that we use technology to help the way that government interacts with citizens and the way that it goes about its daily business. And so we figured that we would try to kind of infuse the startup culture and the way that the startups approach problems and the way that they deliver products and try to partner with city governments to try to make what they do better using our knowledge.
So how is the cities participate with you so far?
Sure. Well, right now we're working with 3 cities. We're working with Philadelphia, Seattle, and Boston. And we really partner with them. So what this means is they bring us in. We actually spend the entire month of February in these cities, and we work with them. We talk with people in government from high to low. We talk with people in the community. We talk with business leaders, and we really try to figure out what it's like in that city, how their IT processes work, how technology is being used, how it's not being used. And we really work with them, kind of collaboratively, to try to figure out what we can do for them in a lightweight and efficient manner to make government work more efficiently in those cities.
So how are the feedbacks from the cities so far?
Well, so far, I can only speak to the city I was in, which is in Philadelphia, but they really liked us, and I think one of the things that we bring is we bring a really interesting energy to the city. And what we say is, there are these processes, some of them work, some of them are broken in these cities. But what we're saying is we're really trying to find a new way to do this, and we're saying it's possible to think about it differently. And they seem to like our energy. They seem to really be happy that we were there, really encouraged, and they seem really excited about the products that we're eventually going to deliver to them.
Okay. So when you work with city, normally how many people were involved?
Sure. We have 20 fellows currently. Depending on the city, there's a different amount of fellows going to each. They're usually small teams. And we actually go to the cities and work with them. Again, fellows work on different projects, but at any given moment, there's about 5 or 6 people working with each city.
As you suggest at the beginning, there are so many web developers, designers, and project managers involved. And I wonder what do they do here, and how do you leverage their capability to do a good job?
Well, that's a really interesting question because the fellows that we have come from a variety of backgrounds. So some of them are developers, some of them are front end, some of them are back end, some of them are designers. Some of the people are more community managers, and one of the first things that we did when we got into Code for America was try to figure out what everyone is good at, what they're trying to learn, but also where they can really have the most impact. And we built the teams around that, and also where there's a lot of sharing of information and abilities against teams. So if one team has somebody that knows a particular technology or is really good at something, they can help all the rest of the teams that way. We like to have a very variable, very agile way of managing our organization. So.
I have one more question based on this.
Great.
Do they get paid?
Yes. Well, okay, so yes, the 20 fellows in the fellowship program are all paid full-time employees of Code for America. And so they basically are paid a stipend, which covers their cost of living in San Francisco and allows them to basically devote themselves full-time to this energy. So.
Okay. So what do you think, other than the salary, what do they get out of the participants?
Yeah, more than the salary. Well, the reason all these people came here is because they really do believe in the mission. We got 361 applications to become Code for America fellows. We took 20 of them. But I almost wish I had them all here to talk about it. But for my part, it's really that we do believe that government can be helped a lot by leveraging technology on the processes they use. There's so much good stuff out there right now. There's so much good energy, and there's so much talent and interest. And the key is really just channeling all that talent to government, which is a space that doesn't always get these sorts of people to go help. But a lot of these people have been in this space before. These are people who are interested in open source communities, like they are very active in like Drupal or WordPress or things like this. And these are people who've been kind of doing this on the sidelines, and really what this is for them is an opportunity to say, I want to do this full time for a year. I would love to just have this be my job. And everybody I talked to, that was the real reason they came here. They had other jobs before that probably paid more, but this is really, they really just love doing this in their spare time, and they love doing it as a full-time job. So.
Sounds great.
Yeah, I'm loving it. So.
Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit about maybe from your personal point of view?
Sure.
What is the long-term vision and plan for
sure.
Code of America?
Yeah. Well, as we know, we're a really young organization. We basically, this is the first year of fellows that has been here. And I can only speak for myself, but what I'd like to see Code for America do is, one of the things is we go into these cities and try to fix things, but we would like the products that we make to be used by more cities than the cities that we just go to. We open source everything, and we would love to see our products being used by everybody. And also, I think the thing I want to see most is a changing culture in government, where people are not necessarily so afraid to try these new things, not afraid to try new processes, and to really kind of reach out and experiment with ways to engage citizens. Because right now a lot of processes are broken, and a lot of people are afraid to try new things. And what we're really hoping is that we can succeed enough to convince other government entities, cities, other places, states, to say, hey, this is a good idea, maybe we should be trying this too. And really our goal is that we reduce that fear, we reduce that kind of disinterest, and we make people say, we really want to get into this too. And hopefully, in a couple of years, what we're trying to do now will be commonplace, and people will really be, there'll be a big buy-in to it. So.
Yeah, I wish you success.
Thank you.
And did a magic job to the transparency of the information.
Sure. Yeah.
From maybe like open government.
Sure. Yes.
Okay. Thank you for taking this interview.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay.